Hey, Oak Park family again. It's Miss G. I'm back with another video, Sanford Harmony, Unit 2, Lesson 2.4, called Having Empathy. Now, if you remember, last week's videos pertain to explaining feelings. Empathy is going to promote an understanding of others' perspectives and feelings. So we'll learn a little bit more about that. Our first video this week is reading another story called Knowing Just How Someone Feels. So sit back, enjoy, read along, and follow along with the prompts as well. I'm going to go ahead and pull the story up. Remember, you won't be able to see me, but you'll be able to see my screen. So enjoy and follow along. Knowing just how someone feels. That's having empathy. Has there ever been a time you were feeling sad and someone did something nice for you? How did it feel to have someone think about your feelings and be caring towards you? In this story, Z tries to understand how the kids are feeling and realizes that sometimes Z has felt that same way too. The kids help Z learn that having empathy means feeling and understand how someone else feels, and that can help you be a good friend. As you listen to the story, pay attention to what Z does when Z knows just how one of the children is feeling. After Z, Jordan, and Kim had a busy day of playing, the treehouse was quite a mess. There were toys, books, and balls scattered all over the floor. Z was sitting quietly on a cushion looking at a book when suddenly Z heard a loud, "Ouch!" Look at all the toys on the floor. Do you guys have your rooms look like that sometimes? Kim was standing next to a ball with her hands on her hips. Oh, remember from our previous lessons, we can take a look at the pictures. How do we think she might be feeling right now with that look on her face? "I just tripped on this ball that wasn't put away," she said, "and I bumped my knee on the floor." She frowned. She bent down to rub her knee. Oh, look at that. They also let us know she hurt her knee. So when Kim tripped on a ball and bumped her knee, why did Z think she might be feeling sad or mad? Z thought about how it would feel to be hurt. "Uh-oh," Jordan said to Z. Kim bumped her knee. Z remembered that the time that Z's elbow bumped into the table really hard. It hurt and made Z feel sad and kind of mad. Z thought that Kim might feel that way too and wanted her to feel better. So he thought about a time when he bumped his knee. That's being empathetic, understanding what she's going through from his own experiences. Jordan and Z patted Kim's back and asked if she was okay. Then they cleaned up the floor so that no one else would get hurt. Kim smiled when she saw this and said, "Thank you. That makes me feel a lot better." So now we can see she doesn't have that mad look on her face, right? She's got more of a smiling and happy expression. When Z understood how Kim felt, how did Z show empathy and caring toward her? Z patted her on the back, and then he picked up the toys so no one else would trip. That was very thoughtful of him. After the treehouse was cleaned, they all decided to color some pictures. Jordan worked really hard on his drawing and was excited to show it to Z. "It's for my sister," he said. "I really like it," answered Z. That's a cool picture. We got the sun, some clouds, and grass. Uh-oh. What do we think's going to happen here if we're looking at their face and the pictures? But a few minutes later, Z heard Jordan gasp and say, "Oh no!" A bottle of orange paint had tipped over and spilled all across Jordan's picture. "Now my picture's ruined," said Jordan, "and there's no more paper to make another one." Jordan looked very sad. Z would have been very sad too if that happened to Z. Since Z hadn't started coloring yet, Z decided to share the last piece of paper so Jordan could make a new picture for his sister. That made Jordan very happy. And now we can see he's happy, right? How did Jordan look when his picture was ruined by the paint? He looked sad. And then how did Z show empathy and caring for Jordan? He shared the last piece of paper. That was very kind of him. You were really thinking about everyone's feelings today, Z, said Kim and Jordan. Thank you for being so thoughtful and kind. And that makes them happy, right? It also makes Z happy, it makes him feel good about himself, about helping out his friends. After the long day of playing, cleaning, and coloring, everyone was getting sleepy. I saw you yawning, Jordan, said Z, so here is a comfy blanket. That's another expression that somebody can make, and you can understand what they're going through. Why was bringing Jordan a blanket a good way to show empathy and caring? If you thought, or if you said because Z thought Jordan was tired and a blanket was what he needed, you are correct. Thank you, Z, said Jordan. You knew just how I was feeling. And as Z and the kids snuggled up with pillows and blankets, Z knew just how everyone else was feeling, ready for a nap. Z says, whenever we're together, my friends help me discover how children on Earth get along with each other. Z wants all of you to remember that when you try to understand just how someone feels, it can help you be a caring friend. That was a very nice story. We got a couple follow-up questions here. When you see someone looking angry or sad, what can you do to help understand how he or she feels? Think about that for a second. We can think about a time when we felt that way. And you can think about what they would want or need. Now, it's going to be different for everybody, but a lot of the times your best guess at thinking about what you want or need is going to be very helpful towards somebody else. And how does understanding other people's feelings help you be a good friend? You know what to say or do to show you care, and you better understand your friend. And when people are understood, it makes them feel better. Think back to a time when you were understood, how frustrating that might have been. And then think to a time when somebody did understand you and how happy and cared for that made you feel. So that ends our story for today. Again, that's a little bit on empathy. We'll go into more on empathy tomorrow. So come back and enjoy these videos. And I hope everyone's doing well. Have a great day.